Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the drainage system in Jamaica, the drains. Now, every time it rains, there's flooding on the roads. Every time, not to mention when there is a tropical storm, there is even more flooding. So, what is causing the problem? Now, they've said in the past it's the drains are being blocked and the drains are not being cleaned. But it's the drainage infrastructure. It's just old. Yes, the drains are small, but when these drains were built, it was like 30, 40, 50 years ago. So recently the government or the Prime Minister said the solution to the flooding on Jamaican roads is not to put in bigger drains. The solution is to build a new drainage infrastructure alongside continuing road improvement works. The strategy is that as we build out new roads, we build out adequate drainage to take the water off the local roads. This will then ease up the pressure on the existing drains. And then he said some of the drains were built 20, 40, 50 years ago. So if you notice, like this road we're on now, this is Constant Spring Road. You don't really have much of a drainage problem on this road because this is one of the new roads that were built. So they need, what the government is saying is they need a whole new drainage infrastructure. Sometimes, like Marcus Garvey Drive was a new road that was built. However, they missed on that one with the drainage. There is still water settling on the road, and they indicated that the drains were not big enough. Now, bigger drains will help, yes. Cleaning the drains will help, yes. But at the end of the day, you're going to need a new drainage infrastructure system, a whole new design, everything. And what the government is saying is when they build the new roads, they're going to put in the new drainage infrastructure. Because if you notice on the highways, you don't have drainage, you don't have water cycling on the highway. You don't have major drainage issues. You had some hydroplaning where you don't know, a little bit of water would suck on the road, but nothing major like what you see on these roads. So, as I said, the drains are small and they get clogged easily, so you still need to clean them and you still need to put in bigger drains if you can. But at the end of the day, the drainage system in Jamaica cannot handle the volume of water. Even when clear, they cannot handle the volume of water. So that is why you have temporary flooding. So when you have heavy rain, you have flooding, but the water will run off fairly quickly, like same day or next day, but you're going to have water settled on the road. Because the drainage system is just not adequate enough to have the water just flow off the road when it rains. You're going to have water backed up. It's going to run off. Like no, you don't see any water on the road. But if it was to rain, no, you would have water on the road probably for the rest of the day. Because the drainage system just cannot have everything run off. Drainage cannot take off the water when it rains heavily, but the water will run off quickly. But you're going to have backup of the water on the roads while it's draining off, and that's what's causing the flooding. And the problem of garbage also adds to the flooding problem. So the good thing is the government is taking steps to address the problem, but it's not going to be fixed overnight because there are a lot of roads in Jamaica and the drains are just not adequate. Now, I think they still use it. Jamaica has a lot of gullies, and most times the drains would run into the gullies, and that system is just not adequate. Because look at this road, there are drains all the way on the left. We will go over so you can see it, but there are a lot of drains on this road. Now this road doesn't have a drainage problem. This is one of the new roads that were renovated recently. I think of the newly renovated roads, it's only Marcus Garvey Drive that has a serious drainage problem. On the left, there are a lot of drains. Trying to get over there so you can get a better view. So the water runs off this road quite easily, and there's a gully not too far from the stoplight. If you were to turn left, you would see it. So the water goes into the gully quite easily. And once the gullies are not blocked up, the water will flow out. But not every road is next to a gully, so you don't have that kind of runoff. And the new roads that are being built, the highways, they even have tanks, catchment areas where the water can run off, come off the road and go into the catchment area. So it's being done properly. It's just the older roads have the older drainage system that causes the problem. And it's a serious problem because sometimes, especially when you go out onto the country roads, like 2 lanes become 1 lane because you can't drive through the water. And not only because you don't know what's underneath there, it could be a pothole, it could be a ditch, because the condition of some of these roads is terrible. You don't want to go through the water and then you're dropping a pothole. And it happens in the corporate area too, on the older roads. So the good thing is the government is taking steps to address the issues. So hopefully it will be resolved soon. Alright, we are on Washington Boulevard. We were on Dunrobin Avenue before when we were talking about the drains and the gully. And we are on Washington Boulevard now, just to give you guys an idea of where we are. And we're heading towards the intersection with Malines Road. Alright, so this is the intersection with Malines Road now. Turn left, you take Malines Road to Halfway Tree. Turn right, you take Malines Road to the Red Hills area. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.